everybody, this is Niall and Alex with the Drive Home movie reviews. And we just saw Dangerous Animals.
It's about this guy who is a murderer.
Serial killer,
and he kills his victims by feeding them to the sharks. And it was awful.
No, it was good. It was a good movie.
There were some moments
Objectively, that was a good movie.
I disagree. It was really, really cheesy.
There were parts of it that were cheesy. So the relationship, the romantic relationship between two of the main characters, I agree, was cheesy. But the movie itself was super engaging, well made. I thought it was shot good. I thought the acting was really good.
No, the acting was not good.
I thought the serial killer and the main chick both did a great job acting. And the serial killer was Jai Courtney, who was in some other movies. He was Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad. And the long-haired character, Captain Boomerang.
I thought it was just so cheesy. There were some moments that had me on the edge of my seat. But it was not realistic at all. And
I don't know. I could see that happening. There's some crazy shit that serial killers do.
Yeah, but like
kidnapping people and then feeding them to sharks is not that out of the question.
But also with like serial killers kill for like sexual gratification.
He may be getting sexual gratification for that off screen. I don't know.
But we saw him watching the films and he's just eating cereal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
I was thinking he's selling it on the black market.
I don't know.
But
apparently, I wish I knew more about his past.
There'll be a sequel or a prequel.
No, I'm not doing that again.
I just can't believe you didn't like it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 84. And I would give it an 85. I really liked it.
What? I would give it a 50. It was okay.
You should go see this movie. It was good. The whole time, even you were engaged and we're on the edge of our seat. There were several scenes where we were both just like, oh my God, that's like, so intense.
There was a few scenes, but for the majority of the movie, it was not like that.
I don't know. I mean, from like 10 minutes in, she gets captured. I agree, the romantic thing was silly, but it served a purpose in the movie.
Yeah. Flaws with the movie, like how they found the girl, like why wouldn't the police have already seen that?
I think with the police, they're kind of like, you don't even know her last name.
They
like, why are we gonna waste our time?
They closed off the beach to look for her and had helicopters.
That's true. Police are known to screw up things and not think of things.
Obviously, if there's a camera that even the locals know about and can watch, they should have watched that.
That's why people hire private detectives, because the police don't think of everything.
I can't believe you liked it.
I liked it a lot. I think Jai Courtney did an excellent job playing that serial killer. Though, besides their romantic relationship, the other part I took problem with, I felt like she got captured, released.
Yeah.
One too many times.
Yeah.
But
probably like 4 too many times.
Every time there was like a kill scene, I was like feeling the intensity of it, and I thought the kills themselves were good.
I'd give it a 50. I would never watch it again.
I think it's just like a good thriller movie. Just like if you're looking for like just a rubber stamp thriller, this is it.
Yeah.
If you like serial killer stuff.
I love serial killer stuff, which is fucked up, I know. But this just missed the mark for serial killer criteria for me.
Oh, he was loony. There was like some backstory into him.
But we didn't get the full backstory. And then even with the killings, like most serial killers like spread them out. And he's just boom, 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 boom.
But it wasn't a serial killer movie in the same way that, the other ones like dive into the reasons they're doing things. This was just like there for the thrill and the action.
Yeah. And I think another thing is sharks just aren't scary to me. So
We learned a lot about sharks. The guy taught us a lot about sharks.
And a scarlet snake compared to a coral snake.
Yeah.
You learned some fun facts. Ending like ooba doo boo. That was so stupid.
It was like a catchphrase she had at the end that maybe I missed it, but it just kind of felt like out of place and silly.
It's like, where the fuck did that come from? Ooba doo boo?
Ooba dooba dooby doo.
I don't know.
But it's like a song, I guess, and we never heard that song before.
Till after the movie.
Yeah. But she is the queen of stepping out of movies to use the restroom right when key parts are happening. When she left, just like in all the other movies, some crazy stuff happened back to back to back. All this stuff happened. And that was a good scene. That was one of the more intense scenes.
Damn. Well, whoops. I'm not watching it again to find out. I do agree that the main actor did a really good job.
Yeah, and I think it's so funny that Jai Courtney looks just like Tom Hardy. I'm gonna put up a picture of them, and you tell me which one is which.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
I do agree with you that if you like thrillers, you would like this. It's not too gory, but there are some moments where I had to close my eyes and be like,
Yeah, there are some pretty intense scenes.
Yeah, stomach.
And I'm not scared of sharks necessarily, but in those situations, I would certainly be scared of sharks.
I felt like people could get out of the harness.
I don't know. I feel like he would have thought of that stuff. Because it did seem like there was a chain going from the neck to
No,
the
there is no
ground.
chain.
Yeah, because they were like
it's just where
grabbing
you tighten it. For the amount of times the main character and the serial killer fought, like one of them should have fucking died.
But they're sharks. They keep fighting when they're
Whatever.
They're fighters. And I guess, I've noticed this with some movies. I'm trying to think of other ones. Well, like Speak No Evil. But there's these movies now coming out where it's kind of like developing a fear of foreigners. This guy was an Australian. These people, like some of the people, were tourists on a vacation.
I got more of like you shouldn't travel alone.
Yeah. I would say a central theme is fight, and you need other people.
Yeah, make sure everyone knows where you're going when you're on an excursion. Make sure
Yeah, those first people was like, oh, nobody knows. Nobody knows where you're going.
I think that's a terrible accent.
That was so Australian.
Nobody knows where you're going.
That did not sound like I might. Nobody knows where you're going.
Why are you doing it like that? Hey, put the shrimp on the barbie. I'm gonna feed you to the sharks. Oh
that
God,
that sounds better than mine did.
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Thought several times. I was like, oh, she's escaping this time, and then it didn't happen. But
which also pissed me off.
I would go as far as to say must-see movie.
Oh my God. I totally disagree. I say if you're looking for something fun and you like thrillers, you would go watch this.
Yes.
But don't expect it to blow your mind.
Right, it didn't blow my mind.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. I can't believe you gave it an 85.
So did Rotten Tomatoes. It gave it an 84. Actually, viewers gave it even higher than that, I think.
To me, it was just, it was too cheesy. It was too unrealistic. There needed to be more, like, evilness behind the serial killer, in my eyes.
I thought it was just a fun movie.
I'm taking it too seriously, I guess.
Well, that's our review.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Mate. Hooray, my side.